another lecture by IGCSmart. Today we're talking about stakeholders in IGCSE Business. Let's begin. Stakeholders are the people that have that a business's choice or decision has a direct effect upon. So, for example, let's say I live next to a supermarket. So I live next to a big supermarket. And in this supermarket, they sell oranges. And I really like eating oranges. And so if the supermarket stops selling oranges, well, then I also cannot get my oranges, which I really like. So therefore, I am a stakeholder of this shop, of this supermarket. Okay. Now, what do you need to know about stakeholders? So you need to know stakeholder conflict. So let's go with owner. So the owner of the company is, of course, a stakeholder. And the owner's perception always conflicts with the perception of the customer. So because the customer always wants to get money. The customer wants to save money, and the owner always wants to get more money. So in this case, owner wants to make more profit, and the customer wants lower prices. And these two, well, obviously they interfere because, well, if the customer wants lower prices but the owner wants more profit, then we've got a problem here. So this is one of the most easy ones to spot. Then we've got, for example, once again, the owner and the holders. So the owner, for example, wants again to make more profit, but the shareholders want to get the shares to themselves. So they want shares, right? They want to get the money, want shares of profit. And this isn't even in the fact that the owner wants to make more profit necessarily. It's that the owner wants to reinvest money into the next year. That is where the problem comes in. Because the shareholders want the money, but the owner wants to reinvest it. So we've got a conflict. And of course, there are many other conflicts. There's the conflict of the owner and the employees, because the employees want higher salaries, but the owner wants to get more money. Many different conflicts between all of the stakeholders. And now let's focus on the two different types of stakeholders. So in GCSE Business, you will learn about two types of stakeholders. The first one are internal stakeholders, and the second are external stakeholders. Now, it might seem pretty simple right now, what I'm trying to get to. So internal stakeholders are the people that are in the business. So for example, the owner, he's an internal stakeholder. Then the employees, they're internal stakeholders. External stakeholders would be the local government, consumers. Now, a point that I brought up during our GCSE Business lesson on this topic is, well, what about competitors? Because competitors are, stakeholders. So say if bakery ABC decides to make all of their prices really low, that will have a terrible impact on the competitors, because the competitors will have less customers because it's cheaper to buy the bread in company ABC. So that is why I argued that competitors are stakeholders. However, our business teacher told me that competitors cannot be put into either one of these realistically. and officially they're recognized as internal stakeholders. However, for IGCSE Business, you just have to forget that competitors are a stakeholder. You have to simply ignore it. Then in IB, this is where competitors come in as stakeholders. Okay, so we've covered the two types of stakeholders. We've got internal and external stakeholders. We've covered conflicts between stakeholders. And we have also briefly covered, well, what stakeholders are. So this was a very short lesson, and thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye.